Hi, 7th and 8th graders. I wanted to take a step forward after our D major explanation and go through all of our notes that we have in first position our instruments. The one exception being bass, because these last two notes you have to shift to third position for, but we use them so early in playing that you should be pretty familiar with those by now. So we're actually going to start with the violas and cellos. Because you guys start with your lowest notes that you read. So we start on C, the next is going to be D, E, and F. Same down here for cellos. Now you'll notice on basses, even though these sound lower than the cellos, they're kind of written up in the same range, but you actually start on an E. So we're going to put E and F in this first measure. Violins don't have that at all because you guys don't have a C string or a low E string. The next part we have is going to be where the violins start in, and this is going to be on the G string for violin, viola, and for cello. For bass, this is still on the E string, and then we'll go to the A string. So this is going to be G, A, B, C. Remember, we only go to G in our alphabet, and then we skip back to the first note. G, A, B, C. And the same down the page. Okay, so here is where we go to the A string on the bass, so you can see where that changes. The next is going to be our D string. So up here on violins, D, E, F, G. Again, I'm leaving out sharps for now. D, E, F, G. All the way down the page. And we're all on the new string starting at D. So that is our open D for everyone. This next one, it starts on A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, same down the page. And remembering that bass, these last two notes here are going to be in third position on your G string. Your G string notes actually start here. Okay? So, for cellos, you are totally out of notes at that point, and you are done in your first position notes. For viola, you have one bonus note, and that is going to be this last one that I put out here to the side here. This is your fourth finger E on the A string. It is the same as the violin's open E, which is the last one they have to do. And that is E, F, G, A, and then you have one bonus note as well that your pinky can reach, and this is B. Okay, so these are all the notes that you have in first position, plus a little for bass. And then, of course, we would put sharps and flats in there, and that's how we figure that out. But I want to make sure that we have those basically figured out first before we start moving on from there.